Hi guys, let's talk Eastenders. I want to speak about Ravi's storyline and everything that's going on with Ravi. Now, Eastenders has been a bit dry, and to be fair, I haven't been fully invested, but from what I remember that's going on is that Ravi was drugged by Harry and Nicola, allegedly, I think, and he just went out of it. I think he was going through a psychosis where he kept thinking that he was seeing Nish, his dad. And as we know, Nish played a major role in his life, as in he wasn't the best dad to Ravi, and he wasn't the kindest, and he just put Ravi through a lot. So I felt like that was interesting watching that. And then Ravi attacks his son Nugget whilst he thinks it's his dad. So he thinks he is seeing his dad Nish, and then he ends up attacking Nugget, strangling him or something of the sort. I can't remember the exact details. But that's all happened, but I just don't understand. It's good that Ravi was accountable and told Priya what happened, but I just don't understand why Priya is still entertaining Ravi, covering for Ravi, and not telling the kids or anyone else what happened. I just feel like there's a time and a place where you have to safeguard your children. You have to safeguard your children all the time, but you have to separate your love from your husband or your partner or whoever, whatever man there is for your child. And it's just important to put your kids first. Do you know what I mean? Under all circumstances. There's been discussions over the past years on social media or just in general. I always see posts about if people should put their husband and wife first before the kids, or if they should put the kids first. And I'm a firm believer that you put your kids first. Do you know what I mean? So that's just how I feel, and that's my perspective. But I feel like the storyline is interesting because there are women like that where it's like they will know that their husband is has attacked, assaulted, in whatever way, like done something wrong to their child, and they won't speak up about it or they won't tell the child. And I don't know what reasons why Priya is not saying anything, but I feel like she does love Ravi a little tiny bit, but also because he provides like security for herself, Avani, that's why I feel like it's more to do with like the security and the money and so forth. And maybe because she has loved Ravi all along, and because they've kind of just got back together for the first time since she's been back on the square, maybe she's holding on to that. Maybe she just wants her family to work, but I can't figure it out. Who knows? But if you think about it, when Priya has come back to the square with Avani, even though it took a while for them to be accepted, their life has done a full 360. Their life has gotten better. They've got a roof over their head. They don't have to keep moving around. So I feel like it's a bit of both. I feel like because, she does possibly love him, her high school sweetheart, whatever the weather, and because he provides that stability for herself and Avani and the family overall, that's probably why she doesn't want to say anything to Nugget. But I don't know, because, I'm here saying that she should tell Nugget and what I think is right. But then again, we see that Nugget isn't so receptive to people in the family at different times. Like even when I think when Nish was alive and he was doing some of the things that he was doing, Nugget was a bit in denial and he wasn't receptive of what the family was trying to tell him, Suki and just each and every one of them. At times he can be very standoffish and stubborn. So I don't know. With Nugget's character and the way that he can act sometimes and how he can turn his back on the family and that, maybe that's why she doesn't want to tell him. But who knows? It's just a show in reality. But real life circumstance, I will never stand by anybody that does any wrong towards my child. And that's just that. I'm speaking from the perspective of a mother. And yeah, I think even with the storyline, as I was saying before, it's smart. that Eastenders is doing it, you know, with Priya and that the steps that she's taken, because there's a lot of women out here in the world like that, if you get what I mean, where they pick their partners over their kids, or they pick, whether it's the biological father or a stepfather or husband or whoever, they just pick, and even men as well, they pick women over their kids. So vice versa, 50-50, like it happens everywhere all the time. And people pick other people or things or people over their children for different reasons. But I just feel like it's appalling. And even if you know, let's speak from the perspective of somebody picking a man over their children because that man provides financial stability or whatever, some type of stability. I feel like that could be a main reason, because a lot of women, a lot of women are dependent nowadays. I wouldn't say a lot, should I say. It's 50-50, because a lot of women are actually doing very well for themselves. But there's a lot of women out there that where they're like dependent on men, should I say? They're dependent on men because the man is providing, and so they get caught up in that, and they feel like they can't cope by themselves. They're not willing to be independent, and they make that cloud their judgment or stop them from moving on, or even just being single and just looking after their children or taking care of their own. Do you get what I mean? And I just feel like when it comes to things of this world, there's nothing that is more valuable than, or that should override you protecting your kids and just having that peace of mind for yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing, everything in this world can't go with us to the grave. So, and it's like everybody's got the same 24 hours. So even if you're with somebody that provides and does everything for you, you should always be in that mindset that you can do it yourself. Do you know what I mean? Because yeah, you don't want to just give the power to someone else. Like, oh, I'm only going to have X, Y, and Z because of someone else. Like, that's a bit bizarre. Do you know what I mean? Just when you're independent and you have your own stuff, you will understand what I'm saying. But yeah, that's that. Harry and Nicola, they're starting to panic. Harry and Nicola, they're trying to get out of the country. That's the last episode that I watched. And yeah, man, I don't know what's going on with Harry. I think he's just he's probably going through a lot of emotions because of what happened to him, how long Obi kept him in the room, tied up, and Ravi was a part of it, kind of, or should I say the ringleader, and then his dad's gone away, taken the fall for him. Harry just don't have the best guidance right now. His dad, Teddy, is away, and he's left with Nicola. And we've already seen Nicola is not the best. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's only so far you're going to get with Nicola, especially as a mother. It's just, yeah, I don't know. I really do hope that Teddy can come out and reunite with the boys, because without Teddy, the boys, they're going to have to find their own way through life, because Teddy really held the family together. He's the head of the house, and he's the father that raised them whilst Nicola went away. So those are the two storylines that I know of right now. Nicola, she's scared. That's why. But it's good that she told George the truth about everything that's going on, because Nicola can be quite deceiving. So yeah, she's been very deceitful in the past. So yeah, that's that. I don't know. I'm going to have to catch up with everything else and give my opinion on that. But I hope you guys like this video. Please subscribe, like, and share.